Well, there's Bear back there. He's changed positions a few times. He started out way back there. Now he's back there. It's not literally true that I can't get to him. I mean, I started to say there's barbed wire between me and him. I cannot go get him. But actually I could get in through that side if I wanted to. I've made 3 videos about the showdown between me and Bear and how difficult he's been making my life. I just spent about an hour agonizing, studying, thinking, reflecting. I listened to a 20-minute video I made back on April 28th about how much I love Bear and what a special guy he is. And the overarching message was, it was a message to Hazel, the woman from the couple at the compound, who said to me, I've hardened my heart to the dogs. It's just too difficult. They die, they starve, they get hit on the street. I can't afford to love them anymore. And my pitch to her there was, keep your heart open. The reason Bear is with me is not because he's strong, but because he kept his heart open, because he kept pitching to me, kept showing me how much he loved me. If you harden your heart, you're the big loser. But the biggest dialectic, my trip has been all about dialectics. Now this is going to get noisy. I'm getting my wallet. I'm going to go to that tienda next to him. And get a soda. Brene Brown, who I call the wise woman for our time, her big dialectic, or maybe not her biggest one, but the one of hers that has reached me the most, is that the quality that most correlates with health and happiness is open-heartedness. But the quality that correlates most with that is what she calls solid boundaries. So I have, for 3 years now, been working with that dialectic. Where do I need open heart and where do I need solid boundaries? With Bear, I just have again and again and again leaned into open heart. But he doesn't. No, he sometimes plays ball with me and sometimes doesn't. Sometimes says, no, fuck you, I'm not going to do what you want. And that makes life really hard for me, and has been, and I've been pretty clearly unraveling this week. The time in Mexico has been super hard in so many ways. So many ways. The language, the money, the hard driving, and now at this part of Mexico where it's so hot and so humid and so many mosquitoes, the issue has been that I can't sleep. And last night I slept for an hour. So I have to search my heart for where do I lean into open heart and where do I lean into solid boundaries. Early in my trip, I watched a version of the Wyatt Earp story with what's his face from Field of Dreams. And in that version of it, you see him go from a really sweet country kid to a pretty hard guy, pretty tough guy. In some ways too hard. He would continually lose jobs because he would go for the harshest consequence. I identified with him because I have gotten a lot harder, a lot tougher, a lot more willing and ready to be harsh with people. And I like it. It's been a good thing for me. When I think about what comes next between me and Bear, today, twice I've left him And I've done it before. But I don't stand by that. If I left him now, it would be not because he's infirm, not because he's a cripple, but because he won't play ball with me. Because his choices to not come when I say make it really hard for me, because I have to drag him, carry him, have battles with him, have ugly scenes with him. There's too much that's hard about this trip in Mexico, this whole voyage of discovery here. Will we make it out to the Yucatan? Will we find a place to settle in? And him being an invalid is going to make all of it harder, is making our life way harder. But his unwillingness to cooperate with me, his street dog, independent nature, maverick, I want to have it my way, even though I want to be with you. So I feel pretty clear now that I can't afford that. I won't survive. I'm at the verge of not surviving. I'm going to give him one last chance here. It looks like I can walk right over to him here. I could walk right over to him and talk to him. And say, if you want to come then. I'm not going to carry you. And if you don't come, it's goodbye. And you probably will not survive. But you didn't have much of a life before I showed up anyway. And maybe I did. With the puppy that we adopted our first day out, we clearly had bitten off more than we could chew. I couldn't manage a puppy. It was too much. And he did accidentally die, but it was in some ways fortunate. But he had a great run and was turning into an amazing dog. I want magic with me. I don't want to be alone. And magic, uninfluenced by Bear, magic is such a spectacular, perfect dog. I want to go back to what it was like between us, where I could give him long walks, where I could give him all my attention. It has frayed our relationship a lot because I am trying so hard to give lots of love to Bear. I just can't do it. Now that 20-minute tape I just listened to said, he has made me love him and I can't bear the thought of ever letting him down. Was this letting him down? If I say, your behavior is yielding consequences of I can't deal with you anymore. I think that's just the truth. So I'll give him a chance to walk to the car if he wants to. But that doesn't mean the scene won't repeat. So we'll do that in private. And I'll let you know what happens.